Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Sunday. Let's jump into our study group for warriors, for my hardcore heads. Some of you guys just want to sleep in. Go sleep in. Who needs you? Some of us are up early, programming. I study every day. It's part of the program that I live, that I coach, that I mentor. And if you want coaching or mentoring, go to my website, skyazrael.com. I always put the link below, or you can just go find me on social media. Let's just jump into it. Your bad behavior destroys civilization. You didn't think that you had that much power, did you? Everybody's bad behavior destroys civilization. That garbage you throw out the window as you're driving along, that destroys the city, that destroys the town. You're contributing to the destruction of our planet. Your negativity feeds to the negativity that exists in the community, in the world. Why is there so much negativity in the world? Because of people like you being negative all the time. Your bad behavior destroys civilization. Why does this feel like the end times to so many people? Because of your behavior. You're contributing to it. There's a lot of people that are sitting there saying that the world's on fire, but they have lighters in their hands, setting it on fire. And your good behavior saves civilization, saves the world. So your bad behavior destroys it, your good behavior saves it. Hold the door open for somebody. Smile. Say please, thank you, yes sir, no sir. You're saving civilization. Why are you so polite all the time? Because I'm saving civilization. Why are you such a good person? Why are you nice to so many people, even people you don't know? Why were you nice to that bum? Because I'm saving civilization. You can do that every day. Save civilization. Be a hero. Do you have anxiety all the time? Let's go to the next one. Some people do. I think as an animal on this planet, it's appropriate to have a certain level of anxiety as a survival tactic to help make sure that you're on the right path, that you're navigating properly, that you don't die. So some is good, some anxiety is fine. It's necessary. If you had no worries about anything, you might not navigate properly at all. That's healthy. Keeps you moving towards your goals. But if you have too much anxiety, and only you can decide that, but you might not be moving in the right direction in your life. Your intuition might be telling you something is wrong. So if you're overwhelmed with anxiety these days, it might just be one thing that's bothering you. Oh, and go take care of it, put that fire out. But you might be on the wrong path. And you might have to think back, do some soul searching, go meditate a little bit, quiet the mind, and try to figure out where you took that fork in the road, where you took the wrong path. Everything was going fine until it wasn't. Well, why isn't it? Because something might be wrong in your life. And this is the way that your subconscious is trying to warn you, trying to tell you. Maybe you need to go harder in your mind, body, and soul program. Let's talk about productivity. I was listening to Andrew Huberman, and I don't like him all the time. Some people love him. I got problems with Andrew, but I like some of his stuff. And he was talking about productivity and how it gives you a dopamine hit, and how that dopamine hit from your productivity, even if it's just a little micro thing, a little tiny thing, you wash to the dishes, great, dopamine hit. Now you can go to your next task and you can perform that next task really well. And you can kind of snowball downhill with productivity and dopamine throughout your whole day. And it propels, this positive emotion propels you towards your goals. So make lists. Make lists of even the simplest stuff. Wake up. Did you wake up today? Bam. Cross it off your list. Dopamine hit. You're accomplishing things. You're winning already today. You're getting things done. You did the first thing on your list. So you're going to conquer ground all day long by completing tasks. And you can, as you go along with your life or your week or even just your day, picking larger tasks and putting 5 more pounds on that stack when you're at the gym. It's only 5 pounds. You can do it. And it just means you're getting stronger. You'd be surprised how much you can get done. Productivity can really help you out in your life. You may be just needing a good season of productivity to get everything back in order. Let's go to the next one. I heard this quote and I liked it. You gain prosperity through giving and unfolding rather than grasping and holding. You know, those who can give everything will receive everything. Those who hold on to everything, everything will be taken. Let's go to the next one. I was thinking about an old relationship, and I've been thinking about this relationship for years. I've had many others. This is just one, but it was a devastating one. This was a woman that I had asked to marry me as I was on one knee with a big giant diamond ring the size of a basketball. And she said yes. And that was one of the happiest days of my life. And I guess a year, maybe 2 years later, she cheated on me with 3 different friends of mine, and she turned out to be a dirty, scandalous, manipulative whore. Maybe you have a relationship similar, one that stands out, and this relationship traumatized me and really messed me up. I went homeless afterwards and all kinds of stuff. I did not handle it well. My life fell apart after that relationship. And I always felt betrayed because I never lied to her, and I never cheated on her, I never broke my oath of loyalty. And I was betrayed by her abandoning me when I was at my weakest point. I was going through a really hard time in life, in general, with family, with finances, with my mental state, with a lot. And to have someone betray me at that moment, that would really hurt, like kicking me when I was down. And I was so angry at her and the world. That's one thing I remember clearly, is after that relationship over, it was like a cloud of anger just descended upon me. Like a cloud descends upon a mountain, and it just hung there for years. I realized I was mad at myself for being weak, for being such a weak man back in those days. I wish I was stronger. But I projected that weakness and that anger onto others and onto the world. And I realized as I was pondering my own weakness that this girl, she wasn't perfect, and I'm not giving her a pass for her betrayal. But what she wanted, like any woman, you can't blame her. What she wanted was a stronger man. And I wasn't able to be that. And that really hurt. it would have been nice if somebody would have tolerated my weakness, but people weren't. Sometimes the world won't tolerate your weakness, and you want the world to treat you nicer, but that's not the planet we're on. Only the strong survive, and people hate that. And through personal development, growth, and a little time under my belt, little water under the bridge, sometimes time heals all wounds, I did find my strength. And when I found my strength, I no longer cared about her betrayal. I no longer felt any anger or emotion towards her and towards those days. I was truly past it. And getting past that relationship had little to do with understanding her and her motivations, and everything to do with understanding myself and becoming stronger. I heard this advice. Let's go to the next one. How are we doing on time? Don't prove to anyone that you're trying to make a change. That's between you and God, nobody else. Here's a question. Let's go to the next one. Are you ready to be married? Let me ask you another one then. Are you sick of being single? Do you want to be in a relationship? Now, many of you might have said no to the first question. I don't know if I'm ready to be married. And maybe you have all kinds of theories and politics about marriage and what it means and what it is. And we can talk about that in another video. But some of you are single because of your answer. If you're not ready to get married, you're not ready to be in a relationship. What's the point of having that girlfriend if you're not going to marry her? If your intentions aren't marriage and family, if that's not your intention, if you're not clear on your intention, what's the goal? Because you're bored and you just want somebody hanging out with you as you play video games and eat crappy food and sit around? You just want somebody in the room with you? You go get a robot. Elon Musk is making a bunch of robots. So ask yourself, are you ready to be married? That's a good place to start. And when you're really ready for marriage and family, then you're really ready for a good woman. But let's go to the next one. Here's some rule. Go through a couple rules really quick if we have time. She can't be the center of your life. She can't be the center of your story. She can't be the main character in your story. She wants to be a supporting character in your story. She can't be your goal. You have to have a goal for your life that is separate from her. And you're the main character in your story. When you make her the main character, it becomes idol worship. She is going to at least get annoyed with you because you're going to be up her ass all the time. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want to lead you. She doesn't want a weak man that she's going to lead along, like a child. She wants a strong man that's going to lead her. Let's go to the next one. This ties in though. A woman will follow a man who follows God's plan. So when you have faith in the Father, the woman will have faith in you. A man who doesn't have faith in God's plan and is not following God's plan, she'll have a hard time really trusting you or falling in love with you. Because you're too busy worshiping her tits and her ass, rather than worshiping God. Here's the next one. Be chivalrous and good to all women. That should be obvious. And do that regardless of if you're attracted to them. Even women that you think are ugly or whatever, that you're not interested in, don't ignore those women. Be a protector of all women and be a gentleman to all women. Here's another rule. Do you have any time? We'll make this the last one, I guess. If you don't like her friends or her family, then you won't like her. Don't steal her away. Be accepted. If you're not accepted by her group, and if you don't like her group, if it's not mutual, there's a problem there. That's not a relationship that's really going to work out, most likely. We'll end on this one, then we got to make it the end because the video is going to cut off anyways. Forgive your mother and father. This will help you in your relationships. You want to meet a good woman? You want to be a good man to a good woman? Forgive your mother and father. Food for thought.